Good morning, student. Welcome here in your social science class. Today I am going to explain chapter number 5 from your civics judiciary. So student, before going to start the chapter, just take a quick recap of our chapter 1, which we have already read here in class 8, chapter 1, the Indian Constitution, where we read under the key feature of Constitution, the first one, separation of power. So according to the Constitution, there are 3 organs of government. How many organs? Yes, there are 3 organs of government, and these are the legislature. Yes, these are the legislature, the executive and the judiciary. Yes, so the legislature refers to our elected representatives. Yes, but it represents. Yes, so the legislature refer to our elected representative. And what about the executive? Yes, so if you talk about the executive, so executive is a smaller group of people, you can say that, who are responsible for implementing the laws and ruling the government, all these things. Then after this, judiciary. The chapter, yes, judiciary. Student, now in this chapter you can say that it provides us a glimpse into the range of work done by the court in India. Which work? Yes, work done by the court in India. Why? Just again look at the name of the chapter. Student, just understand the name of the chapter, which things we are going to understand in this chapter. Okay, just here as you can see, judiciary. Where? Which thing come? J-U-D. It means judge. J-U-D-G-E. Yes, judge. And what about the judge? Yes, court and all. So, work done by the court in India. So, to enforce the rule of law. Which rule of? Yes, we have a judicial system that consists of the mechanism of court that a citizen can approach when a law is violated. As you all of you know about it, we have already studied about the rule of law. But yes, or no one can above the law. It means either a president, either a prime minister, even either the Ambanis also. How rich family about the Ambanis, Ambani group and all of you know. So no one can above the law. And if someone ब्रेक द लॉ, अगर कोई रूल को ब्रेक करता है या किसी का लॉ जो है अपने उसके लिए कोई किसी के फंडामेंटल राइट्स को डिनाइड करता है, तो दैट अ पर्टिकुलर सिटीजन कैन अप्रोच व्हेन अ लॉ इज वायलेटेड. नाउ in simple terms, you can say that judiciary, it is an organ of government, which, yes, it is an organ of government. The judiciary play a crucial role. You can say that crucial or important role in the functioning of India's democracy. If you know, already all of you know about it, about the India is a democratic country. Okay, democracy means of the people, for the people and by the people. So who plays an important role? Judiciary. Okay, and it plays a crucial role in the functioning of India's democracy. It can play this role only because it is independent. Okay, it means either a powerful politician also, anyone, either a rich, either a poor. No one can break the laws. And judiciary, एक बेटा decision लेगा, judiciary will take the decision for the truth only, not for the power and not for the economical power and all those things. Now, some questions that arise here. Okay, what does an independent judiciary means? Yes, later we will discuss it. Is there any connection between the court in your area and the Supreme Court in New Delhi? Yes. How you can say that? Okay, first let's talk about the independence judiciary. It means judiciary system, ये जो आपका सिस्टम है ये इंडिपेंडेंट है, किसी भी पॉलिटिशियन पे, किसी भी पार्टी पे, किसी भी रूलिंग पार्टी पे डिपेंड नहीं है. फाइन. देन द सेकेंड थिंग, इज देयर एनी कनेक्शन बिटवीन द कोर्ट इन योर एरिया? District court, okay, at lower level. And what about the Supreme Court? Yes, Supreme Court. If you talk about Supreme Court, where in New Delhi. Yes, there is a connection because beta it is a step. Which kind of step? Just first you can say ki ma'am district court. Okay. Then after this High Court. Okay student, can you tell me about the High Court of our state Uttarakhand? Where it is? Yes, it is in Nainital. Okay. Is it clear for everyone? Okay. How many districts about our state Uttarakhand? You have to tell me. Okay, you have to write down the answer in your notebook. How many states and name also, union territories also. Okay, and what about the High Court of Uttarakhand and Supreme Court of India, as well, if you know. And Supreme Court, also known as the apex court. Later we will discuss very deeply. Now let's talk about the subheadings of here. So Supreme Court also you can say that known as the apex court, and it is a top court and the last appellate court in India. Fine. After this student, now let's come here. We will discuss about the role of the judiciary. Here as you can see, role. What is the role of the judge? What is the role of the court? All these things. So court, as you can know, court take decision on a very large number of issues. Okay, large number of issues, just like they can decide that no teacher can beat a student. Okay student, it is also a law. Or about the sharing of river water between states. Yes, I will explain this thing also. So, or they can punish the people for particular crimes also. So these are the things which can court take decision. Okay, and so now let's talk about the judiciary, that the work. So student, the work that the judiciary does can be divided into the following. Now let's discuss. Look at here. Now student, just look at here, role of the judiciary. So the work that the judiciary does can be divided into the following. The first one, dispute resolution. Anyone? Can you tell me the meaning of the dispute? Yes? Try it beta. It means, yes, point of disagreement or fighting between some points between the two people, two citizens. Okay, even government also, even state also between. I will explain this thing also. So now let's look at here. The judicial system provide a mechanism for resolving disputes. Okay, कि अगर कोई sometimes disputes हो जाता है, कोई लड़ाई हो जाती है किसी point of disagreement में, so who solve the issue? Who solve the dispute resolution? Yes. Who? Yes, judiciary. Yes, court. So dispute between citizens. Okay. So which we think? Yes, dispute between citizens. Then between citizens and the government also, some matter also arise where the dispute between the some citizens and between the government also. I will explain this thing also with the example of Hakim Sheikh story later on. Then between the two state government also, again about the sharing of river water between the states, you can say that ki two states hai and one of them did not want to share the water with the another state. So some disputes also arise at that case. Okay, sharing of river water between two states. Then sometimes happen between the center and the state government also. As well, if you know about our country, 28 states. So some problem also arise in the state also. So also in that condition, some disputes also occurred. Okay. So state also can approach against a which thing? Against a central government. Now the next thing, judicial review. What about the judicial review? As the final interpreter of the constitution. Okay, as you all if you know about the constitution. So the judiciary also has the power. This one is also very important, student. Who has the power? Yes, only judiciary, you can say that. So the judiciary also has the power to strike down particular laws passed by the parliament, as all of you know that we have already studied about the rules and laws, about the parliament also. So अगर पार्लियामेंट में कोई आपका लॉ पास हुआ है तो जुडिशरी के पास इतनी पावर है कि अगर उसको लगता है कि जो बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का, विच थिंग कि जो आपका कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर है, अगर उसका वायलेशन हो रहा है तो आपका जुडिशरी बेटा उस लॉ को स्ट्राइक डाउन कर सकता है. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड जुडिशियल रिव्यू, यानी कि टू लुक अगेन द आफ्टर. जुडिशरी देखेगा. ओके, सो नाउ गॉट इट. So the judiciary also has the power to strike down particular laws passed by the parliament if it believes that these are a violation of the basic structure of the which thing? Yes, constitution, and this is called judicial review. Is it clear for everyone till now? Yes. Now look at here. The next one, upholding the law and enforcing fundamental rights. So student, every citizen of India can approach the Supreme Court or the High Court. Okay, as all of you know about the High Court according to the state, yes, and Supreme Court also, and where it is? It is situated in the New Delhi. So every citizen of India can approach the Supreme Court or the High Court if they believe that their fundamental rights have been violated. Now, as I have already explained about the fundamental rights, yes, as all of you know about, India is a democratic country, and where in the constitution, okay, that chapter, okay, which chapter? The Indian Constitution, our first chapter, is it? Yes, our first chapter, where the Indian Constitution key features we have already read. एंड क्या पढ़ा था बेटा हमने वहां हमने क्या पढ़ा था? फंडामेंटल राइट्स. ओके, सो जस्ट टेक अ क्विक रिकैप अबाउट द फंडामेंटल राइट. लुक एट हियर स्टूडेंट. सो रिगार्डिंग दिस वी विल टॉक अबाउट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ओके, so our constitution guarantees the right of individual against the state as well as against the other individuals also. Okay, and the fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution include, yes, right to equality, then right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational right, and right to constitutional remedies also. So student, under this topic, upholding the law and enforcing fundamental rights, as you know कि every citizen of India can approach the Supreme Court or High Court. So now just take one story also student, as you already know about this story because this story is from your class 7, about the Hakim Sheikh story. Okay, so Hakim Sheikh, he was an agricultural laborer who fell from a running train. Then injured and himself, and whose condition got worse because several hospitals refused to admit him. So refused to admit him because some government hospital replied they don't have medical facilities, they don't have doctors, they don't have bed, and so and so. So hospitals, okay, refused to admit him. So what happened next thing? Actually he worked in a Paschim Banga Khet Mazdoor Samiti. Okay, so at last he admitted in the private hospital, and as you all of you know about, if you talk about the government hospital and private hospital, so as compared to government hospital, private hospital are so much expensive. We have to pay a lot of money. So when the Hakim Sheikh admitted in the private hospital, he paid a lot of money, lot of expenses, you can say that, for your health. But about the fundamental right, one right also included right to health and right to food also. So according to the right to health, right to life, yes, so it's government hospital, it's government responsibility to provide all facilities in government hospital. So that's why he that particular person, Hakim Sheikh. Hakim Sheikh cased a file case, you can say that, against the who? State of West Bengal, 1996. So Paschim Bengal Khet Mazdoor Samiti versus State of West Bengal. For example, you can say that the court have ruled that Article 21 also. Which article? Article 21 also, personal liberty also, you can say that, which provide every citizen the fundamental right to life also, and includes the right to health. This thing under the which article? Under Article 21. Okay, so student, is it clear now that which is the next one? Upholding the law and enforcing fundamental rights, about by the story of the Hakim Sheikh. Now, one important thing about, as you can see here in this picture also, when was the Supreme Court established? So the above photo shows the Supreme Court of India. As you can see the picture. Okay, so the above photo shows the Supreme Court of India, and the Supreme Court was established on 26 January 1950. When it was established? Yes, the Supreme Court was established on 26 January 1950, and when the India became Republic. Okay, so which thing? The next one, like its predecessor, the Federal Court of India. Which court? Yes, Federal Court of India, 1937 to 1949. Where the earlier it was located? Yes, earlier it was located at the Chamber of Princes. Which? Yes, Chamber of Prince in the Parliament House. Which house? Yes, Chamber of Prince in the Parliament House, and now it moved to its present building. Now if we talk about the present, okay, so now where it moved? It moved to the present building, and where? On Mathura Road. Where? On Mathura Road in New Delhi, and when? In 1958. Now student, listen very carefully. So you have to do something also in your notebook about this chapter. So look at here the question. The first one you have to do, actually you have to do the both question in your civics notebook. You read that one of the main function of the judiciary is upholding the law and enforcing fundamental rights, which I have already explained with the help of the story of Hakim Sheikh. Okay, so why do you think an independent judiciary is necessary to carry out this important function? Now look at the second question. Reread the list of fundamental rights. Okay, some of the fundamental rights also, all of you know about democratic country. India is a democratic country, beta. So reread the list of fundamental rights provided in chapter 1. How do you think the right to constitutional remedy connects to the idea of judicial review? These two questions you have to do in your civics notebook. For today's student, thank you all of you. Have a nice day ahead.